Greetings everyone and welcome back. I'm thrilled to be sharing this festive moment with you in my very first Christmas video. As you can see, I'm not in my usual setting or decor, currently residing in a charming hotel. I'll delve into that in the forthcoming weeks. However, the reason behind this Christmas Eve video is the recent news that struck a chord with me, triggering a whirlwind of thoughts. It's one of those moments where your mind delves deep, not down a rabbit hole, but a realization that this development adds to an ongoing trend, a significant piece in a larger puzzle. Despite aiming for a cheerful tone given the season, I must forewarn you that I don't have my standard equipment with me. As you've probably noticed, I'm filming this on my phone, improvising our time together. At present, I'm uncertain about including images, so you might be stuck seeing my face throughout this entire video. Nevertheless, I'll do my utmost to deliver the content. The news that caught my attention pertained to Ashley Hansen, a prominent former member of NBC Universal, who transitioned to work for Harry and Meghan. Her departure marks yet another addition to a lengthy list of exits. The revolving door of staff around Harry and Meghan reinforces the narratives of their alleged mistreatment within the royal family. A notable point often overlooked by defenders of Meghan Markle is a consistent pattern: numerous departing staff members, primarily female. There's a singular common denominator that can't be ignored. There was one exception, Ben Browning, recently departing from Artwell. He was associated with Artwell Audio, Studios or Productions, among their various ventures. Notably, departing Artwell staff seemingly lacked the tight non-disclosure agreements that restrained former palace staff during their tenure with the royal family. Consequently, morsels of discontent and frustration are beginning to surface in the media. Ashley Hansen hinted at the challenges of working with individuals who don't heed advice, a remark many can easily attribute. Furthermore, revelations indicate Meghan's alleged engagement with the press during the Invictus Games. Despite her public disdain for the media, reports suggest she briefed them via a WhatsApp group, detailing her attire, jewelry, and even hair and makeup choices during the event. For those who followed my previous content during that period, this might not come as a surprise. This further supports the notion that Meghan utilized the Invictus Games as her personal fashion showcase. Such actions raise concerns among sponsors and supporters of the Invictus Games, diverting attention from its noble origins tied to the military, athletes, and their inspiring stories. The recent Netflix documentary, Heart of Invictus, failed to garner the anticipated success, primarily due to Meghan allegedly overshadowing the event with her self-centric approach. Continued allowance of such behavior might deteriorate the initiative's integrity. Ashley Hansen's departure seems reflective of a prevalent trend. Ben Browning's exit as an Oscar-nominated producer, along with others like Farrah Taylor from the marketing team and Mandana Dayani, the former president of Artwell, exemplifies a recurring pattern. Rebecca Salonis's departure is noteworthy for her vocal expressions of frustration. Her TikTok rant highlighted her efforts on Meghan's archetypes, wherein she claimed credit was unjustly denied. Similar discontent emerged regarding Meghan's involvement with Spotify, revealing instances where others conducted interviews while Meghan contributed mere voiceovers. Such instances resonate with prior criticism of their endeavors. Moreover, Claire Street Lawrence, previously associated with Bill and Melinda Gates, emphasized the expectation to exceed the boundaries of her job description while working for Harry and Meghan. Notably, these departures involve highly respected professionals, highlighting a consistent theme of demanding expectations beyond the professional realm. Instances such as the couple's reported use of Canadian security personnel for personal errands during their time in Canada paint a concerning picture. These allegations raise questions about boundaries and professional conduct within their circle. In essence, these recurring instances of departures and discontent from professionals across different fields associated with Harry and Meghan warrant introspection. The consistent allegations highlight deeper issues, questioning the couple's conduct and management of their professional relationships. Continued oversight might not only compromise the credibility of initiatives like the Invictus Games, but also reflect poorly on the couple's approach toward their professional engagements. As we witness a pattern of departures, It's essential to reflect on the broader implications and the narratives emerging from these accounts. The approach of this couple towards security measures appears extremely meticulous. They've taken to dispatching their security personnel, whose primary duty is ensuring their safety, to carry out errands such as fetching food. This practice could be perceived as somewhat demeaning for these officers, given their intended role of safeguarding the couple. There seems to be an established trend wherein competent and esteemed professional women, with extensive work histories in various reputable companies, chose to depart from their positions with Harry and Meghan. This pattern raises concerns about potential mistreatment or unfavorable working conditions. It is suggested that Harry and Meghan might not be ideal employers, resulting in a reluctance among individuals to work for or alongside them. Collaboration with the couple also appears to be declining. Recent instances highlight Meghan's choice to wear Dior, a renowned brand. However, even Harry's attempt at wearing Dior during the king's coronation didn't pan out as expected. The affiliation faltered, indicating a lack of success or acceptance in that realm. Another figure, Mark Benioff, recognized as a billionaire entrepreneur and the proprietor of Time magazine, featured Harry and Meghan on the front cover post their departure in 2021. However, notably in subsequent years, their absence from any such list or feature became evident. When inquiries were made regarding this absence, a response disassociating from involvement in Arkwell conveyed a significant message. Jeremy Zimmer from a prominent Hollywood talent agency conveyed insights on Meghan's capability in the audio domain, attributing her loss at Spotify to an apparent deficiency in audio talent, as observed from her work with Disney's Elephants. Furthermore, Zimmer implied a lack of perceivable talent in Meghan beyond this sphere. Though the assessment might not entirely capture her skill set, it does insinuate a knack for persuasive communication, while possibly falling short in substantive execution. Instances from Meghan's involvement with various projects, such as Royal Royalty, Netflix, and Spotify, seem to reinforce a recurring theme: a perceived aversion to extensive commitment or effort. Even firms like Sunshine Sachs, recognized for emergency public relations, chose to part ways with Meghan. Such decisions serve as notable indicators. Ari Emanuel's involvement in representing the couple possibly faces regrettable outcomes, seemingly grappling with challenging situations like the fallout from Endgame. While assertions of Meghan's lack of influence over Endgame were refuted, skepticism prevails, considering the couple's historical silence on such matters. The discussion on Harry and Meghan's work ethic becomes pertinent, notably following the release of a brief 60-second video by Archewell attempting to encapsulate their entrepreneurial endeavors and philanthropic efforts. However, it raises questions about the genuine extent of their involvement, with a substantial portion of the content appearing to be attributed to others' efforts. It's essential to note that criticisms directed at the couple aren't rooted in racial biases regarding Meghan's biracial heritage or Harry's marriage choices. Rather, they seem to center around perceptions of their conduct, work ethic, and tendencies toward complaints, without commensurate effort or contribution. The enthusiasm generated by their interview with Oprah Winfrey, albeit bolstered by discussions around racial themes, subsequently faced skepticism as various claims made during the interview were scrutinized, revealing discrepancies and potential untruths. Their collaboration with Netflix also faced scrutiny, especially concerning alterations in narratives compared to their initial discussion with Oprah. The portrayal became increasingly dramatic, possibly undermining the credibility of their previous assertions. The recounting of personal stories, such as Harry's habit of keeping a lock of his mother's hair near his bed, and Meghan's purported communion with Diana at her gravesite, veered toward being sensationalized and potentially unsettling. The behavior exhibited by a certain royal family member has raised numerous red flags, indicating a departure from what could be considered normal conduct. Despite these warning signs, this individual, identified as Harry, seemed to embrace and accept these unconventional behaviors. What followed were countless discussions revolving around Harry's personal anatomy, a topic that he appeared keen on discussing extensively. In a rather peculiar attempt, Harry seemed to overshadow his brother's wedding by sharing details about a past experience involving a frozen blue object, quite notably referred to as a todger. However, what made this narrative even more intriguing, or rather, Freudian in nature, was Harry's mention of the scent of Elizabeth Arden cream and its connection to memories of his mother's lips. This curious association was compounded by his application of said cream on his person. Such revelations indeed prompted questions regarding the necessity of the type of therapy Harry was undergoing. Prince William's observation regarding Harry being potentially influenced by a series of inadequate therapists might hold some validity. There's a pervasive sense that something isn't quite right with Harry, and his unconventional behaviors seem to reflect this. Amidst the numerous challenges faced by Harry and Meghan, there's a recurrent reference to a particular interview with Oprah Winfrey. Within this interview lies a significant fabrication that gained global attention, specifically the implication of racial discrimination concerning their unborn child. Meghan claimed their son's security was at risk and that he wouldn't receive the title of prince due to his biracial heritage. However, factual evidence contradicts these claims, revealing that they had the choice to accept royal titles for their child but opted against it. This discrepancy raises questions about their integrity and truthfulness. Subsequently, Harry and Meghan persist in attributing their misfortunes to the actions of the royal family. They harbor a belief that invisible forces are working against them, sabotaging their efforts. Yet there seems to be a noticeable reluctance on their part to introspect and acknowledge their own role in their predicaments. Their ongoing public saga has turned them into subjects of fascination, akin to a continuing theatrical display of narcissism and contradictions, making them a source of amusement and intrigue for many. However, their attempts to shift blame and paint themselves as victims have resulted in a decline in public support and donations. Their actions, characterized by bullying, complaints, and a penchant for attributing blame, have significantly damaged their public image. Despite their efforts to revamp their brand, resorting to orchestrated photo ops during private moments, they've faltered in their attempts to garner positive attention. The very actions that once endeared Prince Harry to the public have now been overshadowed by orchestrated attempts at visibility through staged photographs. This fall from grace has been nothing short of remarkable. Despite minor legal victories, their reputation has been tarnished, and the price paid for such tactics remains questionable. Formerly admired and respected globally, Prince Harry now finds himself entangled in a quest for relevance, resorting to tactics unbecoming of his prior stature. The staged photo incident during a family holiday in Costa Rica further emphasizes their desperation for attention and acknowledgement. The ethics surrounding such intrusive photographs aside, the deliberate orchestration of these moments speaks volumes about their intentions. It appears that Harry and Meghan are selective about when and how they are portrayed in the media, possibly profiting from these placements. This strategic manipulation reflects a stark departure from Prince Harry's once organic popularity, now reduced to manufactured publicity stunts in an attempt to reclaim recognition. Currently, I find myself situated in the United States, precisely in a region where the culinary delight of beignets holds prominence. It's been a fascinating experience encountering an array of delightful individuals daily. Interestingly, none of these encounters have involved discussions about Meghan Markle. The place I'm staying in is adorned with various items featuring the British monarchy, cups, plates, and intricate details showcasing the likes of the Queen, Prince Philip, King Charles, and even Camilla. There's an evident presence of William, Catherine, and Prince George in many places I visit, reflecting the prevalence of royalist sentiment in this locale. Surprisingly, there's an absolute lack of interest or conversation regarding Harry and Meghan, which speaks volumes considering the turmoil they've caused within their own family, notably the Queen and Prince Philip in their later years. Meghan's treatment of her father, Thomas, hasn't escaped attention either, with her actions being characterized as cruel and unkind. On this note, I extend heartfelt Christmas wishes to Thomas Jr., and Samantha, hoping they have a wonderful holiday season. In light of the grievances inflicted upon their own family, it seems as though Harry and Meghan are experiencing a form of Christmas karma. Despite predictions that 2024 might be a turnaround for them, history has consistently shown otherwise, with their circumstances seemingly worsening each passing year. One incident that particularly amused many, including myself, was the New York car chase. While some might find this opinion controversial, the incident, notably labeled as a high-speed car chase through Manhattan, received widespread skepticism from figures like Whoopi Goldberg, the New York Police Department, the mayor, and even the taxi driver involved. The continuous efforts by the couple to portray themselves as perpetual victims through melodramatic acts find little support or credibility. This Christmas, there's a prevailing sense of relief among those who share my passion for the royal family. Initially concerned about potential long-term damage to the monarchy, the current revelation of Harry and Meghan's true colors has put many fears to rest. To enthusiasts like me, this realization serves as an invaluable gift this holiday season. I express my love and admiration for my mother, whose Christmas decorations I intended to showcase in a video, though circumstances kept us apart this year. A heartfelt acknowledgement goes out to everyone celebrating holidays other than Christmas, and warm wishes to those marking this festive occasion. Regrettably, I couldn't incorporate much footage, but my heartfelt Merry Christmas extends to each and every one of you. Stay tuned for upcoming content where I delve back into discussions about the royal family, road tripping, and more in the following week. Until next time, take care and goodbye for now.